Today's horoscope and tarot from Astrocademy, Pisces March 2, 2022. Some of your greatest joys and challenges will likely emerge through learning, communications, and connecting with the Moon's North Node in your solar third house until July 2023. It's a time to develop your communication skills and sensitize yourself to others' needs and communications. This process will help release you from nervous tension and pressure with learning and sharing. It can be a time to enjoy more light-hearted chats, connections, studies, and personal interests, which can help round out your experiences. Today holds the promise of potentially beneficial information through friends or networks. You could make a real connection or get over a stumbling block on an emotional level. Lean towards activities and people that encourage you to improve, grow, and develop. You might decide to keep your ear to the ground today, as helpful information can surface that serves as further inspiration for new ideas, dreams, and goals. Make a wish. Before the moon concludes its mystical journey through Scorpio and your expansive ninth house of adventure, wisdom, and belief systems, it will meet with your elusive planetary ruler, Neptune. Single, crushing, or already falling for your special someone, you could feel as though you've been lacking a sense of direction in your love life. Granted, with both Mercury and Venus retrograde via your socially conscious 11th house of associations, community, and sense of belonging in the world, you're being presented with a series of opportunities and significant insight. In the meantime, however, you're being guided to trust your inner knowing and take a leap of faith. Who can you work with? Recently, Mercury retrograde in Capricorn has caused miscommunication in your professional communities, both on and offline. So, you may have a few conversations that need to be cleared up, which could happen as Mercury retrograde trines the North Node in Taurus today. Whatever is or is not said can be considered destined, which could impact who you continue aligning yourself with professionally. No matter what happens, you will find yourself aligned with a supportive community that backs you on your career path, professional dreams, and successes. What a difference a few days can make. It was 2 days ago that the moon, in its final hours in your financial sector, clashed with planets in your income sector. This was the moon's first visit for the year and the first since both planets in your income sector turned direct, something that energized both sides of the financial fence but may have created some financial tension. As the moon returns to your career sector today, this will channel any remaining tension into motivation. Take a relaxed view of life and let grass grow over old feuds. Enjoy reviving old contacts and wallowing in nostalgia. The conditions are ideal, as you will be receiving a lot of trust and affection. Let your family know how important they are to you and spend more time with them. It's kind of fun to lose yourself in the mystery of a new person. So it's entirely unclear if anything serious is ever going to develop from this. That's okay. Enjoy the puzzle while it's in front of you. What you want seems to be magically in tune with the people you meet and socialize with. You feel a strong sense of identity and flirt with whoever you meet or find appealing. Others are content to listen to what you have to say, and you benefit equally from their response, enjoying connections you make. The planets are in a favorable position now, producing no small amount of mysteriously steamy heat. In other words, be careful about your aim these days, for you might not have a very clear view of what you want. Instead, look within for direction and listen to your body for important messages. Usually your body tells you what it needs when you care to listen. To tune into your body, be sure to get a workout at least 3 times a week. If you have kids, consider involving them in the planning of the family budget. Children are never too young to learn about this extremely important aspect of life. By starting them early in understanding the value of a dollar, and teaching them how to put some away, and how to determine a good buy, you will give them skills they need and will use for a lifetime. If you have teens, consider showing them your own household budget and expenses. It may help them to gain insight. Your tarot reading for today. The Star, Wheel of Fortune and the Tower. The cards drawn here indicate a change in your personal life, which could happen in March. The idea of a transition is dominant, between a rather negative period and a positive period. You have obviously been in a rather difficult period for several weeks, and the cycle will reverse soon. This is the meaning of the message that is found here. The difficulties you have experienced have strengthened you and will pay off in the end. Indeed, both financially and professionally, it hasn't always been easy, and despite the concessions that you have made, you are still waiting for results, and you get the impression that it is never going to end. And rightly so. Many times you thought you had reached the end of the tunnel, and at the last moment there was more bad news which pushed the end away again. You see this as an injustice and don't understand why fate is treating you like this. This time might be the good one. The figure on the third card is the symbol of the light coming back to you. In other words, luck is turning and putting itself on your side. This luck is not related to chance, but to the end of a cycle and the renewal of things. Your destiny is now entering a new phase where you will find yourself on paths of happiness and where the negative won't be following you around anymore. Congratulations, a new life starts tomorrow. Our eyes in the sky. You could have a chance encounter with someone from your past who has reappeared in your life. This random meeting could prove to be beneficial, as it might open doors for you to achieve greatness in the future. You could also have a rendezvous or conversation with a former lover, which could clear up a lot of heartbreak that you experienced in the relationship. You might even bump into a childhood friend who gives you a push in the right professional direction. Keep your eyes and ears open for any information you hear today because it is fated. You might want to take action on the news. However, because of Mercury's retrograde, this is not the ideal time to move forward. The more you push the energy, the more frustrating it will be. Allow yourself to take in and absorb the information. Listen to what people are saying, and take note of how you're feeling. This will help you gain clarity on matters as well as understand them on a deeper and more personal level. Luckily, there's a glimmer of hope in the cosmos as a separating aspect between Mercury, Mars, and Venus can help you pull strength from the ones you love. If you need to vent throughout the day, hit up your bestie and let it all out. As the day comes to a close, the vibe remains serious but lighter. Use tonight to realign with your goals and give yourself a little pep talk for tomorrow. This aspect brings two planetary bodies connecting in water amidst a sky dominated by planets in Earth signs. We may be in an investigative mood, and the depths we seek to plumb relate to feelings, creative instincts, or spiritual longings. Heed the messages of your subconscious mind and pay attention to signs. We may not notice it right now, but our interactions have a fated quality about them. We could be drawn into the orbit of mysterious strangers who allow us to make peace with our past. Conversely, we might attract people through the intensity of our emotions. Magnetism is powerful, and we should be conscious to use it wisely. Seek to manipulate situations for the benefit of all involved, not to satisfy your ego.